issues to be addressed in this topic are, one, what people see on television, and two, the issue of coach education. Because what people see on television is a hugely physical game. Most professional sides have an incredibly limited game plan, which involves physical confrontation for 80% of the time that they're in possession. And of course, young people and uneducated coaches mimic that.
I think if you're trying to bring in a safety measure, the risks you then run are children are learning to tackle at a much later age where the impacts are far higher. So is it safer for a 7-8-year-old to learn tackling at low impact levels, or is it safer for a child to learn it at 16 years old where the impact levels are far higher?
The other side of that, of course, there have been serious injuries. Good friends of mine, coach at Winchester, has unfortunately been, disabled through scrummaging and clap scrums, which is always inherent risk. Again, refereeing, coaching, if that's coached properly, then you can prevent those injuries.
I think rugby would not be the same game if we got rid of tackling. So I am one of those old dinosaurs, I imagine, that thinks rugby is intrinsically linked to tackling, and I don't think you can go without it.
I play for Preston School, Ellingham Ringwood and Hampshire Rugby. I think the ban of tackling within schools is a bad idea because it's less enjoyable and less competitive.
My opinion about banning the tackling in school, where I didn't play it in school, I wouldn't know the difference, but working for the RFU, we make sure that we are coaching the kids in the best way we can and the safest way. So we make sure all the elements of tackling are there before we actually can make them go into tackles. I think it would be a shame for us to stop the tackling in schools because when they get older and then they progress in the real game, they won't have the confidence to tackle.
And you can understand the importance of, obviously, with protocols, games getting very heavy in terms of hits, and obviously got the concussion guidance which is coming out. But overall, obviously, the skills, the benefits, the teamwork, the camaraderie, the respect aspects that come out of rugby, I think surpass the fact that there are injuries. There can be some serious injuries. Obviously, the contact at schools level is built up at different age groups. 7s, 9s, 11s, etc. They bring in the contact, but obviously what coaches have got to be aware of, parents got to be aware of, if there is concussion, then it's got to be handled. And also the training and coaching that goes with that to facilitate the development of, say, tackling, ball skills, rucking, mauling, all those kind of things, scrummaging in particular as well. Make sure they get the techniques right, make sure they get the coaching right, and hopefully if that is the case, then you'll prevent injuries.
I think I would say that from a young age, if you get the tackling right early, then it develops through adulthood or as you're growing up. I think if you bring that aspect of tackling out of a young player, then they're far more likely to get injured as an adult.
There's been much too much emphasis on contact at all levels. Even top level, I think there's much too much emphasis on running into people and into traffic and hitting people hard. Whereas I just don't believe that's what rugby's about. I don't believe that's how the best teams in the world play. I think the best teams in the world move the ball when they have the ball away from contact and will avoid contact at all costs, and they move the ball into space. So I think good teams should be coached to move the ball to where there's space and where they can use their handling skills. And I think tackling, if you like, is something you do as a punishment when you haven't got the ball. And it should be taught carefully and it should be taught sympathetically, but it shouldn't be the emphasis of the game by any means.